Uh, Honestly, they kind of go hand in hand for me. I feel like I like to I like to have some type of visual on while I'm working on music at the same time. I feel like the inspiration kind of bleeds from one to the other. So yeah, they kind of both play an integral part to one another in the creative process. My favorite movie is probably Blade. Just a lot of action. Um, Wesley Snipes in his prime doing his thing. Um, the little bit of gory kind of thriller kind of like vibe kind of just I feel like it just held my attention at a really young age. So I really like that. I like to a movie I go back to a lot is probably Lord of the Rings, the second one, Two Towers, or one of the Harry Potter movies. Those two, those are movies I'll watch on like the plane. Like when I'm doing a lot of like traveling, those movies are always on the airplane, and I like to watch a long movie that takes up a lot of like time during like flying and stuff. So I normally watch those like religiously. Director I work with is Spike Lee. Spike Lee's the GOAT. Spike Lee, I just love Spike Lee movies. I'd also probably work with John Singleton. Those two together, like it's kind of hard to pick just one, so I would pick both of those. John John Singleton and Spike Lee. They both do great movies. They're both great storytellers. They capture a certain time in America in two particular cities, LA and New York. Me being from New York, me coming out of a lot of the areas that Spike Lee was shooting a lot of his like movies was on my doorstep. So I feel like that'll be a full circle moment to do it with one of those guys. Favorite soundtrack will be Trouble Man. Trouble Man, the movie is great, but Marvin Gaye did the soundtrack. He did the whole soundtrack. And I feel like just like listening to that soundtrack, I have that on like vinyl. So when I listen to that, I can listen to that front to back and feel like I'm watching the movie again. And I can kind of see how everything kind of fits from the soundtrack within the like movie. It's actually really it was like the perfect score to be honest. It will probably be Poetic Justice. I feel like there's a lot of poetry in there. There's a lot of like there's there's a lot of uh like personal experience in there. I feel like it's kind of the album is kind of a tale. It's like kind of a tale, and it kind of I feel like it will go really nicely alongside like following the course of someone's like life, and I feel like that movie kind of does that quite well. So Poetic Justice would be my answer for that. Peace. My name's Goya.